What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Now, not only there is interesting movies coming out in March, but March also looks like it's going to have some interesting, TV shows coming as well. So, I also decided to do my top 10 anticipated TV premieres of March. Whether it be returning shows or new shows, so that being said, here it is. Coming in at number 10 is a sitcom titled Abby's. Now, this is actually a new sitcom, and it stars Natalie Morris, who's been in a few other stuff, like she was on Santa Clara Diet. She was also on that short-lived superhero show, Powerless. And it is pretty much, it's kind of like similar to what you call to Cheers. And it's pretty much like about like oddball cast of characters that hang out at Abby's, and believe it or not, it's pretty much about a woman who pretty much builds a bar in her backyard. And there's like different cast of characters in this, like some very oddball characters. This actually sounds like an interesting premise, and I'm kind of a sucker for multicam sitcoms. I know lots of people trash on them because they hate the people laughing in the background and all that. I really always been a fan of multicams. Sorry. And I think Abby's could be something pretty interesting. Like, besides Natalie, the other cast in this includes Neil Flynn, who also played the dad on The Meadow. Who else? Let me put the cast list. It literally has a Cheers feel to it. Like, seriously, from the trailer, it literally reminds me of Cheers. Anyway, you also got Nelson Franklin from Blackish and New Girl fame. Leonard Olis is in this. Jessica Chaffin. They're pretty interesting TV actors in this. I think this could be something pretty funny. I mean, who knows if they'll last or anything, because it does not really look like a show that NBC will renew, to be honest with you. But maybe it'll also maybe it'll be decent. Who knows? Anyway, Abby's will premiere on NBC on March 28th, so keep your eye out for that. Coming in at number 9 is AP Bio Season 2. Now, I really dug the first season of AP Bio. I thought it was pretty funny. Like, you had Patton Oswalt in this. The dude from It's Always Sunny. I forgot the actor's name. Right, Glenn Howerton. Why did I freeze up on his name? Anyway. Now, of course, Glenn is pretty much best known for It's Always Sunny. He also appeared in the movie Serenity. I mean, It's Always Sunny is a pretty funny show, and AP Bio, I think, is really fun. It's a really funny NBC sitcom. Like, it's about Harvard it's pretty much about Harvard professor Jack Griffin, who fails to get his dream job. And so, like, he moves back to Ohio to work as a high school events placement biology teacher. I mean, it kind of has a School of Rock feel to it. Where someone is, like, being a substitute teacher and all. This is a really funny, well-put-together show. Glenn is really funny. You got Pat Oswalt as the principal. Sorry. Anyway, now the first season, premiered last year. I thought it was a pretty funny season, and I'm really looking forward to see where they're going to take season 2 at. Now, AP Bio will premiere on NBC on March 7th. All right, coming in at number 8 will be Barry Season 2. Now, Barry is a pretty decent show. I mean, you got Bill Hader, Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler actually won a Emmy for this, and I think Bill Hader also won too. I could be mistaken about that. But the first season of Barry was a really funny gem. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Bill Hader was great. You also had like Henry Winkler. I mean, who doesn't love the Fonz? You got Stephen Ray in this. I mean, in it, you got Bill Hader playing a low-level hitman named Barry Berkman, who pretty much seeks a way out. And so, like, when the Midwesterner travels to Los Angeles, he actually decides to pretty much get into acting on. But of course, like the hitman's criminal past won't pretty much let him get away so easy. And yeah, I mean, I really love Barry as most people did. Like lots of people call Barry, one of the best shows of last year and all that. I mean, I didn't call it one of the best shows, but it's a pretty well put together and well written show. And Bill Hader, I mean, the guy could show he could do more than just straight up comedies. Like the show is a comedy, but he has like some, dramatic moments in it. And he's actually a really good actor. I mean, I'm actually really looking forward to see what Bill Hader is going to do in the It sequel. That should be interesting to watch. And also, besides Hader and Winkler, a few other people in this includes Sarah Goldberg. I mean, she's pretty good on the show. And you also got D'Arcy Carden from the Good Place fame. You also got you got Anthony Carrigan in this. Some pretty good cast members are featured here. I mean, definitely check out Barry if you haven't, and I'm definitely looking forward for season 2. Now, Barry season 2 will premiere on HBO on March 31st. All right, coming in at number 7, that will be American Gods. Now, American Gods is of course based on the classic book series by Neil Gaiman. American Gods is a really weird show. I mean, it is completely weird, but with an interesting cast of characters. Like the cast members on the show includes the great Ian McShane. You also got Ricky Widow, Emily Browning, Pablo Schreiber, Gillian Anderson, Crispin Glover, Orlando Jones is on this. Pierre Stormer, some really good cast. I mean, in it, ex-convict named Shadow Moon like roams a world that he like doesn't really understand, and like after the tragic death of his wife, little does he know that his life is about to change after he meets a crafty con man named Mr. Wednesday, who like offers Shadow a job as a bodyguard. And like so, as their journey begins, Shadow like encounters a hidden America where like magic is real and fear like grows over the ascending power of like new gods, like technology and media. And like so, in a ground plan to combat the threat, Mr. Wednesday, attempts to unite the only gods to defend their existence and rebuild their like the influence that like they've lost. I mean, I guess you could say this is like Stars' Game of Thrones. I mean, this at times this has like a Game of Thrones feel to it. It's really amazing. Like should say amazing, but it's really good. Like, I mean, it's pretty dark. It's also pretty bloody. I mean, if you guys haven't seen American Gods, I highly recommend it. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to see what they're going to take season 2 at. All right. American Gods Season 2 will premiere on Stars on March 10th. Alright, coming in at number 6 is Happy Season 2. Now, this is based on a graphic novel, and it stars Christopher Maloney from Law and Order fame, who's like an ex-cop who, get this, actually has to team up with his daughter's imaginary friend to pretty much find the people who kidnapped her and stuff like that. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's really it's pretty violent. I mean, it is R-rated like you wouldn't believe. And the voice of the imaginary friend, by the way, is voiced by Patton Oswalt. So he's doing a doubleheader this month in March. I mean, he's returning for AP Bio, and he's also in Happy Season 2. I'm really curious to see where they're going to take Happy Season 2. I mean, the first Happy I thought was a really fun gem. I mean, Christopher Maloney, cool seeing him back on TV. Patton Oswalt, as the voice of the imaginary friend, was pretty funny. And I really like the dynamic chemistry between the two. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Happy yet, I highly recommend it. I think you'll enjoy it. It might sound a little dumb, but when you actually go in and watching the show, it's actually not that bad. Oh, and Happy Season 2 will premiere on the Sci-Fi Network on March 27th. Alright, coming in at number 5 is Now Apocalypse. Now, this is a new show, and it's about Ulysses and his friends Carly, Ford, and Severine, who are on various quests pursuing love, sex, and fame in Los Angeles. And so, between sexual and romantic dating app adventures, Ulysses grows increasingly troubled and foreboding dreams that will make him wonder if some kind of dark and monstrous conspiracy that's going on, or he's probably just smoking too much weed. I mean, that will do it. Now Apocalypse. I've seen the trailer for this, and it looks weird. I mean, completely weird. But it is created by Greg. I can't remember pronounce his last name. Greg Eric guy. Eric T. That's his name, and it's also executive produced by Greg along with Magic Mike XXX director XXL director Gregory Jacobs and Steven Soderbergh. And the cast in this is pretty interesting. It stars people like Ivan Joga from Victoria's fame, Kelly Berglund from Lab Rats. You got Tyler Posey from Teen Wolf, Jacob Artist from Glee, Bo Murchoff from Awkward. This literally looks like a weird show, but I'm intrigued. Greg is seriously a director that makes them really... His movies are intriguing, but they're really weird. Let me pull up his directing list. The stuff that he's directed included Kaboom, White Bird and the Blizzard, Mysterious Skin, I meant, The Doom Generation, Nowhere. I mean, this guy has a really weird resume. And looks like Now Apocalypse is definitely one to add on his list of weird films for his resume. Or I should say weird shows for his resume. Now Apocalypse will premiere on Stars on March 10th. And yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by this one. Alright, coming in at number 4 is American Idol Season 17. Now, I really dug the last season of American Idol. I mean, it wasn't as good as when it originally first aired. I mean, I still miss like the original judges like Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, and Paul Abdul. Definitely miss Simon Cowell. I mean, the new judges like Kay Perry, what's the Lionel Richie, and I think the other one is Brad Paisley. I can't remember the country singer's name who also. Oh, Luke Bryan. That's who is judge. Why did I freeze up on Luke Bryan's name? Anyway, of course you got Ryan Seacrest back as now. Kate Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan, they were cool and all, but they're not as hard on the contestants as Simon Cowell was. I mean, Simon Cowell, when he, judged American Idol, I mean, he ripped them to, the stuff that, like, the insults that he'll make to those contestants, holy cow, he rips them limb to limb right there. Of course, Simon Cowell is back on the reality show Surface because America's out of town, but I still miss him on American Idol. I mean, although I will say Kate Perry, Brian, and Richie, they all do have good chemistry with one another, and that's all you need with judges. And also, last night at the Oscars, when they showed like a promo for American Idol season 17, where some of the contestants sing one of the songs from by Queen. The song I will have myself a good time, having a good time. They were singing that song. And after that promo, I'm actually more pumped to watch season 17. I mean, that promo has got to be maybe the best promo I've ever seen American Idol ever do. That was a really great promo they did. And I'm really curious to see who these contestants are, and like I'm curious to see who's probably going to be on the next American Idol. Because I mean, American Idol, of course, gave us people like Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, Clay Aiken, Adam Lambert, so on and so on. I mean, Carrie Underwood. They gave us lots of talented people, and I'm really curious to see who's going to be the next great American Idol winning now. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for season 17, And American Idol season 17 will premiere on ABC on March 3rd. All right. Coming in at number 3 is Good Girls Season 2. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to check out Good Girls, it's on Netflix. Do yourself a favor and binge all episodes. It's actually a really fun little show. And I mean, the leads in this includes Christina Hendricks from Mad Men fame. You got Mia Whitman, who of course was in The Duff and Parenthood, and you also got Retta from Parks and Rec fame. I mean, in it, their characters Beth, Annie, and Ruby become like fed up with playing by the rules and not what they deserve, and so like they band together to take control of their lives by holding up a local grocery store. And so Beth, who's like the perfect wife and mother, and she he should have been and she also has like a husband who's like who used to be like a car dealership, and he also ends up cheating on her. And so he pretty much has like a million to ruin. And so you also got Ruby, who is like happily married to like a policeman, but they can't afford their medical bills. And then you got Annie, played by Mia Whitman, who's like a single mom who is caught in like a nasty cousin battle with her ex-husband, and so like in desperate need of money, the women plan a heist, expecting to ease their financial burdens, but they're really new to the game. So and there's a villain in here who also wants some cash, who really wants some major cash from them. And I mean, I don't want to go into too much details because I don't know how many people still haven't seen Good Girls, and I don't want to spoil anything. But the last episode of Good Girls, like the season finale of last year, that left me hanging. I mean, that really left off of a cliffhanger in the last episode. Oh, and not to mention, you got Matthew Lillard as Christina Hendricks' husband, by the way. So there's that. I mean, Good Girls is a really fun show. I really like the chemistry between the three leads. Rita is really funny here, and also Mia Whitman is really great. Christina Hendricks is fantastic. And what type of person will ever want to cheer on Christina Hendricks, by the way? Let's be for real there. Anyway, I'm really curious to see where they're going to take season 2 at. I mean, the promos that they had for season 2 have looked pretty good. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for season 2. Now, Good Girls season 2 will premiere on NBC on March 3rd. All right. Coming in at number 2 is Santa Clarita Diet. Now, this is a really funny show. I mean, it's a Netflix show, and it stars Drew Barrymore, Timothy Olyphant. And, I mean, in it, they pretty much Drew Barrymore and Timothy Olyphant plays married realtors, who are, living a quiet life, and they also are raising, a teenage daughter played by Liv Hawson in Santa Clarita, California. And so, their world unexpectedly changes when Sheila pretty much goes through a dramatic transformation. She pretty much actually ends up dying in the first season, and then she, comes back, and all of a sudden she cannot eat anything else but human flesh. Pretty much she lives on human flesh. That's the only thing she could eat. And in order for her to stay alive, the family has to give her human parts and all that. It is really gruesome. I mean, it's all for fun and all that, but it's really funny. I mean, Drew Barrymore is really great. Timothy Olyphant. I mean, who knew that guy could do comedy so well? I mean, he's really good in this. And the one who plays their daughter, the actress name is Liv Hawson. She's really good. I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Santa Clarita Diet yet, I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Check it out. It's a really well put together show. And it's also created by Victor Fresco, who also created Better Off Ted. And also, they usually have cameos by different actors. Nathan Fillion had a cameo. You even had Joe McHale had a guest spot. Natalie Morales, who's also on that Abby show, she has a guest spot on this. It's really funny. I mean, I highly recommend you guys checking it out. And Santa Clarita Diet will premiere on Netflix on March 29th. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see where they're going to take season 3. Because season 2 actually left off with a cliffhanger. And, yeah, I don't like that. I mean, that's the thing that grinds my gears when it comes to TV shows. When they leave us off with a cliffhanger, I'm like, come on, guys. You really have to leave us waiting? Speaking of shows leaving you off with a cliffhanger, coming in at my number 1 anticipated show of March, that will be another Netflix show, and that is On My Block. On My Block was a surprise. I mean, when the show first premiered, I literally didn't know much about. I mean, I knew casting announcements for it and all that, but I didn't really knew so much about it. But then I saw the show, and it ended up being one of my favorite shows of last year. I simply love this show. And the actors in this, I literally never seen them in anything before. And, I mean, they're the young actors in this are like newcomers here. They were all really great here. I mean, in it, like on my block, follows like bright street savvy friends who are like navigating their way through high school, including all of the triumph, pains, and newness they experience along the way. And so you got like lifelong friendships are tested as Mons, Ruby, Jamal, and Caesar confront their challenges and life of in their Hispanic and black neighborhood in South Central Los Angeles. And it's like a coming of age show. It's real. I mean, it's a really well put together show. The cast of characters, they all have really good chemistry with one another. And the last season left off with a cliffhanger. I mean, I promise not to really do any spoilers in this video, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of a spoiler for On My Block. So if you guys haven't seen On My Block yet, maybe mute this or fast forward or whatever. But in the last episode of On My Block, one of the characters ends up pretty much getting shot. And it's one of the main characters. And I have no idea if he ended up being alive or whatever, because they just ended off the show like that. So they pretty much left us off with a cliffhanger, and I'm really curious to see where season I'm hoping that that character, which I think is the character's name is Jamal. I'm hoping he lives through season 2, because he actually stole some scenes in this, and hopefully he'll be back for season 2, because lots of the characters in this actually still lots of scenes. I mean, there's like a character in this who kind of looks like Tom Cruise and John Travolta had a baby. That's where you're getting this character from. I mean, I'm also a sucker for coming of age stories, so there's another reason why I'm looking forward for season 2. And Netflix foolishly got rid of Everything Sucks, so looks like at least I got another show like coming of age based show to watch for Netflix. I mean, if you guys haven't checked out On My Block, I highly recommend that. I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, and I screwed up the character who got shot in season 1. The character's name is Ruby. Some reason I get some of these characters a little mixed up once in a while, but the character who got shot in season 1 is named Ruby. So I'm really hoping Ruby's alive though, because he was a really good character, and the kid who plays Ruby, I think the actor's name is Jason Genio. He was really good. So I mean, he's the main character, so I'm sure I'm sure his character will live through it, but you don't know. And a few other actors in this includes Ronnie Hawk from Stuck in the Middle fame, Jessica Garcia from Liv and Maddie is in this, Sierra Capri. You also got Brad Gray, Diego Tinoco is in this, Danny Ramirez. Some pretty good cast members, and I really love this show. So definitely looking forward for season 2. Now, they don't really have a premiere date yet, but it was announced that season 2 will premiere in March, so I cannot wait to see where they're going to take season 2 at. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Abby's. 9, AP Bio. 8, Barry. 7, American Gods. 6, Happy. 5, Now Apocalypse. 4, American Idol. 3, Good Girls. 2, Santa Clara Diet. 1, On My Block. Now, there's a few other shows coming in March that could be interesting. There's that that What We Do in the Shadows TV show, which is based on the Taika Waititi movie. That actually looks pretty interesting. I'm intrigued by that one. Let's see. What's there? Amazon has a show called The Widow, which doesn't look all that great to be honest. Yeah. Despite me loving Kate Beckinsale, that doesn't really look all that great. There's Leaving Neverland, which, to be honest, I'm not all that thrilled by. It's the documentary about Michael Jackson. I know. I don't know. That doesn't really, seem all that great. Let's see. There's of course, a Superstore comes back. Empire comes back. It's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna what direction they're gonna take with Empire because of the whole Jesse Smollett's situation. Let's see. Ricky Gervais has a show coming in March called Afterlife. Let's see. There's some show called Find Justice, which is coming to BET. Could be interesting. Although BET don't really have the best shows, to be honest, yeah. There's also a show called The Village. The Good Fight comes to CBS All Access. SEAL Team Season 2. Show with SNL's A.D. Bryant could be interesting. I Am Richard Pryor, I'm really looking forward to. Let's see. The Fix, which is an ABC show that doesn't look all that great. Metal Samurai, hosted by Rob Lowe, comes in March. There's a mini series called The Hulu that stars Joey King. That could be interesting. They dropped a teaser for that, which kind of looks intriguing. Step Up High War Season 2 comes to YouTube. Of course, there's Netflix movies like The Dirt, Highwayman, but I talk about those in my anticipated movie stuff. Let's see. Nightfall, which I believe Mark Hamill's in this. I could be mistaken. Into the Badlands Season 4 premieres. For you Jane the Virgin fans, Jane the Virgin premieres in March. Hannah Season 1, based on the movie with Saoirse Ronan, that premieres. Also, Veep Season 7 premieres, which I believe is the final season. So, yeah, lots of interesting stuff premiering in March. Oh, and not to mention the Kids' Choice Awards premiere in March as well. So, there's that too. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your anticipated TV premieres in March? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Tom Sales signing off.